my expectation is to be one of the best players in the world one day. I wouldn't expect anything less than that.
She's got it! The first triple-double for a rookie! A WNBA record, 19 assists. More history for the Fever rookie!
At this point, continue to be myself, and I think a lot of good will come from that.
What a rookie year it was for Clark. She scored the most points by a rookie in league history, had the most assists and points created by any player in WNBA history.
Yeah, I think the vibes are really good, and that's what's really fun about it. Obviously we're probably not in the heat of battle yet. I mean, we're out here competing with one another, but at the same time, everybody's here supporting one another and having fun and enjoying it. And I think that's what's cool about it.
We now welcome in our WNBA insider, Alexa Philippou from Indianapolis. So what we just heard, Alexa, is where you are right now. It's Caitlin Clark, her first press conference of the season. How has she gotten ready for her sophomore campaign this offseason?
Well, Malika, it's really been a combination of recharging the body, recharging the mind, and the spirit for her. So one of the things that we saw this offseason was that she got a lot stronger. There was a viral photo of her where her arms looked, quite jacked, as some may say. But she talked about that today in the sense that it was really the focus, I should say, of her to get stronger this offseason. We know the physicality of the WNBA was an adjustment for her last year as a rookie. So for her this year, she was really in the weight room with strength and conditioning coach Sarah Kessler to really focus on that. And it was really about the consistency of just being in there and be able to dedicate towards that. Of course, too, she was getting used to a new coach, a new system with Stephanie White and her staff here. So they were really able to focus on getting to know each other in market. But she was also talking about how it was just a really great opportunity to reset, step away a little bit from the spotlight. Of course, we saw her at the Masters. We saw her at the Chiefs playoff games. So she was a little bit of everywhere, but it was also a really great opportunity for her to just kind of step away from everything to be Caitlin and to do the things that she loves to do off the court, too. So you could tell with all of that, it was really a great opportunity for her to be recharged coming into this year.
Yeah, hit a little bit of a reset. Everybody needs that every once in a while here. And then looking forward, Alexa, to this season, the Fever, they're plus 350 to win the title. They're tied with the Aces for the second shortest odds, behind only the defending champs, as you can see here, the Liberty. And I think, Alexa, these odds, they reflect a busy offseason for the Fever. They bolstered a talented young roster with veterans. They added some folks with playoff experience here. Odds aside, though, to you, what are the realistic expectations for this Fever team?
Well, I certainly think they can contend for a championship. And if you don't take my word for it, one of the things that Coach Stephanie White said today is that of all the time that she's coached in the league, this is probably the deepest and most talented roster she's had. And she's saying that week one of training camp. The thing that comes along with that, of course, is that it might take time for all of those new pieces to come together. They do only have 5 returners, and everyone else is a new piece, even if they're experienced and if they have championship pedigree and if they're more veteran. But I do feel like they're a team that, yes, it could take a little bit of time to get together early on, but by the time they hit the playoffs, that they're a team that no one's going to want to face between that youth and that experience that they got this offseason.
Yeah, it certainly takes a little bit of time to gel, but if the way that they ended last season was any sort of indication of what we could be in for, they really started to find their stride. They are certainly going to be fascinating to watch, and we look forward to having you on NBA Today. A whole lot more. Alexa, thank you so much for making the time.
Jimmy with the heat, I'm on fire. It's NBA, I'm a